was born ugly. No, really, I was. My grandma Washington said so. Born dark, much too dark. Grandma Washington, born and bred in the South, half white, big woman. When she walked in the room, you knew she was in the room. Long, native black hair, smooth oil of Olay skin, and soft hands that never had to sew a button on any man's shirt. Grandma Washington believed in being well-fed and feeding. On Sundays, she made hot molasses tea and tea cakes with real cane sugar. Grandma Washington judged black folk and white folk and poor folk and rich folk and skinny folk and fat folk and just about every kind of folk. To her, looks were everything. And you dare not embarrass Grandma Washington. For if you did, she would send you back down the river, back down the cold, still waters where you came from. You're much too dark, much too different to be part of her Southern history. Dearest Grandma Washington, Southern women are no Southern belles. We are rebels whose stories transcend the Southern stereotype of the black mammy or the dutiful wife standing by her man, or the daughter who says yes, ma'am, when she means no. And please know this, we don't all marry our cousins or have sex at 14 willingly, or climb trees with skirts on. Southern women are no Southern belles. Yes, we are rebels. Our storyline transcends us standing barefoot in the kitchen cooking cornbread for supper, marching and protesting and knocking down the doors of mediocrity. A Southern woman's power comes from her power to rebel, her power to raise hell. The stereotype of the Southern woman as some dignified matriarch that is a submissive fool to the world just ain't at all true, y'all. And yes, we say y'all, and what's it to you? I ain't no Southern belle. I came here to give them hell. I came to rebel. And the church said, amen. And the church said, amen. Again. Ignoring sweet, daintily Southern rituals. Removing the need to be demure or polite with my salad fork on the left, or is it the right? Purple hair spiked to the gods. Southern women, we slay with braids overflowing our oval faces. No, we ain't no Southern belles. Yes, we came here to give them hell. Yes, we came to rebel. So when I say your name, say you're Southern and say it loud and proud. Hear the women in Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, some parts of Florida. We'll give them that. Arkansas, Texas, and Huntsville, where the mountains sing hallelujah to the trees. And Monroeville, where literary babies bathe in the nurture of the air. On the South Side in breweries, where women tell stories of warfare. In Montgomery, Alabama, where women rock the vote from their city to your county seat. Dearest Grandma Washington, we ain't no Southern belles. We came here to give them hell. We came to rebel. And the church said, amen. And the church said, amen. Again. So, dearest Grandma Washington, if our names happen to be doubled like Barbara Jean, or Bobby Jean with an I, or Myra Jean, or if our names are unique and beautiful like Keisha, Keosha, Shaniqua, Lucretia, or how about Grandma Washington, those Southern heroes, Helen Keller, Rosa Parks, Angela Davis, Octavia Spencer, Zora Neale Hurston. Dearest Grandma Washington, our Southern roots help us win the game. We Southern women run the South with no shame, full of pride knowing we are named after goddesses, great aunts, and Medeas who cooked hot fried chicken on seasoned cast iron skillets, greased with life lessons, passed down from her mama and her mama and her mama and her grandmama, singing hymns on front porches. Dearest Grandma Washington, prayers from me, from my mother's womb, are alive today. So Grandma, America/media had it all wrong. The false narrative of the Southern woman who cries in her handkerchief is dispelled. Our Southern thighs and hips are weapons of mass destruction, causing car pileups on the busiest of Southern streets. Dearest Grandma Washington, ugly? Grandma, what you could not have known is that my skin has become my friend, and it tells my story, your story, our story, story of the Southern woman as a warrior story. Dearest Grandma Washington, watch as each one of these women and men move to the edges of their seat and get ready to tweet. Set Facebook and Instagram on fire as I spit this Southern woman's desire. The stage today is ablaze with feminists, CEOs, agriculture workers, first shift, second shift, third shift, and the like, single moms, CEOs, grandmothers, daughters, sisters, family, and friends. Her, she, you, me, we built the South. Our deoxyribonucleic acid got busy with the war-torn soul of white Confederate supremacists, causing them to stop the fight and die, die, die. Black, Muslim, African, Asian, Protestant, Southern Baptist, African Methodist Episcopal, gay, trans, bi, queer, straight, perfectly fat, perfectly thin, chubby cheeks, pale arms, strong arms, kinky hair, brown skin, and thick thighs. So Grandma Washington, before you put me in that box and sent me back down that river to meet my maker, the water, remember who taught you how to swim? Who taught you how to love? Who taught you how to pray? It was a badass Southern woman who taught you how to make that potato salad with mustard or mayonnaise. And yes, Grandma Washington, you told me that in the South, this South, we eat sweet potatoes, not yams. And Grandma, you told me never to let anyone touch my hair. Your roots nourished my roots into the beauty that it is today. So whether she pitches a tent in the Talladega forest, or if she lives down a dirt road in a double-wide trailer in the Black Belt, or if she gets her dreams weaved over the night sky on Orange Beach, or if she feeds ramen noodles to all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of her brown babies, or if she takes her sushi vegan, She ain't no Southern belle. She came here to give them hell. She came to rebel. So I forgive you, Grandma Washington, and I appreciate you. And I honor and I applaud every Southern woman, whether transplant or not, in this room today, even if your slip is showing. You never have to buy another pair of pantyhose. From my lips to Grandma Washington's ears, we ain't no Southern belles. We came here to give them hell. We came to rebel. And the church said, Amen. I love you, Grandma. Thank you.